Hey, hello, what's up everyone? In this video, I'm going to teach you about the basics of astrology part 3. That is for beginners, absolute beginners. Okay, so before beginning, if you guys not subscribed to my channel, please subscribe to my channel, hit the bell icon and click the like button. And if you guys have any doubt after watching this video, please do mention that in my below comment section. Okay, and yes, please like and follow my Facebook community page, Parikshith Astrology also. So let's begin. Now, coming to the first house. So, what does first house represent? So, it represents the house of self. Self means yourself. Okay. It is also an astrological position which lies on that part of the horizon where the sun is rising at the time when an individual is born. It is one of 12 such houses into which the horizon has been divided to draw meanings from the sky for predicting and improving the human condition. Okay. As it is the house of beginning, so it is very crucial and can have a big and lasting impact on the life of the individual. So the first house represents the total of our inside and outside. Okay, that is our inside and out, in and out of everything of ours, represented by the first house. So the areas ruled by the first house are the personality, okay, your physical appearance, the characteristics, the temperament, self-identity, strengths, weakness, and health, everything are represented by the first house, which is the most important house in the Vedic astrology, guys. Thus, when we study the planets which are placed in the first house, we can know many things about the individual of the this thing. What is the individual of a person? Now, the first house is very significant in determining the destiny of the people. So, wherever the first house, the planets are placed in the first house, that planet signifies the person will focus upon that house or that planet only mainly. And you need to check the first house lord also, where first house lord is placed, in which house the first house lord is placed. That also shows that most areas of that life of the person will be focusing towards that house only. Okay, so that's why the first house becomes the most important house in the Vedic astrology. Now, how to see the first house? See, in the previous video, I explained you how to see the first house. So if you didn't understand, I'll still explain now. You just look it. Okay. Yeah. Now, see, this is our first house. In this is the North Indian chart. Okay. When it comes to South Indian part, I'll explain it separately. So I will explain it separately. Okay. So this is the North Indian chart. The first house is represented like this. Okay. So these are all the characteristics of the first house. Okay, that is the Lagan, start, sunrise, phase, south, birth, ascendant, personal, mind. Other than that, extra. So these are all the points you need to note down. Again, some points are there. What are those? Well, the first house is also known as Tanubhava in Vedic astrology, which means the house of the body. This reason, like that, for the first house influences one's individuality. Okay, so if anything goes wrong in while reading, so just forgive me, guys, because I'm not editing this one. I'm directly just uploading the video to the YouTube. Okay, so just forgive me if anything goes wrong. Now, the factors like looks, attraction, physical features, and strengths are determined by the first house. So, your zeal and energy, overall health and well-being are determined in the first house. So, this is nothing but the in-depth meaning of the first house. Okay, the first house in astrology is associated with the head and upper part of the face in the terms of body parts that it comes. So, it is about the medical astrology that I'll explain you later. I have made a video on that. Please do check it out. Okay, just press the I button about it. Okay, you get to know. Now, besides in general astrology, the first house stands for overall condition of the country and the people living there. Okay, so this regarding the country. Okay, first house. Now, the house tells us about some key points catering to the self, which includes who you are, what you want to do in life, and how will you do it. Now, the first house in astrology is all about public appearance. How does a person project himself or herself to the world at large? It shows the distinction between how we show ourselves and what we actually are. It is like a mirror that reflects our honesty or the judgment of how we must practice or what we preach. Oh, sorry for that mistake. So just to correct yourself. So how much we practice what we preach. Now, coming to the second house. So second house represents mostly it's mainly your possession. So what does you own yourself? Like it can be material goods, wealth, or etc. So it's nothing but just next to the beginning, like, or just next to the first house. Like, thus, the second house is about immediate family and growing up. It's also known as the house of possessions. The reason for this is that second house reflects all that we own, all our material goods, wealth, and possessions. But these possessions are not just tangible ones. So remember that, guys. The second house also caters to our feelings, emotions, our younger siblings, and how we relate to them. Okay. The areas influenced by the second house are finance, metal goods, precious stones, and the ability to earn a fortune. See, coming to the advanced part, I'll explain the advanced part in my class only. You have to join for that. Okay. So fees and all I'll describe in my WhatsApp. This one, what is it personally? You can ping me separately. I have given the number in the description box also. Also, I have given at the end of this video also. Please, if you want any advanced topic of this, please come and join the class. Okay, these are all the basics where you can get everywhere. Okay, but I have explained in the depth mainly for you guys. Okay, now it is also called the house of money or the Dhanbhava. The second house controls the financial situation and affluence of person. The house doesn't merely control the wealth in the direct form. It controls in the liquid cash or currency, but also things like stocks, valuables, jewelry, bonds, inheritance, and so on. Now, even things like savings, planning your budget, and your method of managing and debt management are influenced by the second house. Okay. The second house in the Vedic astrology also caters to the immediate family and close relatives such as brothers, sisters, grandparents, uncles, aunts, and so on. The house also influences our family's wealth profile, how will be our childhood, whether we will have affluence in the early life or not, every single second house. Now, in terms of body parts and physical attributes, the areas which are ruled by the second house are eyes and lower part of the face, neck, throat, mouth, cheeks, chin, nose, nails, teeth, and tongue. In worldly matters, the areas represented by the second house include the nation's wealth and related things like economic development and so on. The proper use of our possessions, that is, belonging which are ruled by the second house, can change our life. We can live more purposefully. Sorry, we can live more purposefully as per the second house astrology. Now, if we use our resources properly, we may be able to create more resources and rise higher in our financial standing. Besides, as these positions are not just materialistic things, but also how we relate to our close relatives. So, positive standing in the second house can make us happier and more contented. Now coming to the third house. So sorry, I forgot to explain about that second house part in the chart. Yeah. So this is the second house. Okay. So this is the first house in the North Indian chart. You need to go to the this one. What is the anti-clockwise? You need to read in the anti-clockwise to your left. You need to go to your left. So this is the second house. Second house is wealth, speech, family, left, right, throat. Okay. So this is how you need to check. Now coming to third house, again you need to go here. This is the third house. That is the bravery, left ear, brothers, sisters. I'll explain you in the what is that, beginners part 2. You go check it out, that video. I have put it the I button there. You go and check it out. Okay, guys. Now, yeah, I'll continue with the third house. Yeah, the third house. So there can be no life without relationship, right, guys? And there can't be relationship without your communication. If you communicate only, your relationship will develop. So communication is the primary basis of human existence, or we can say of all existence. Well, in Vedic astrology, the third house represents communication. As per the third house meaning, the third house in Vedic astrology relates to communication, journeys, brothers, sisters, creativity, mental intelligence, interest, habits, and inclination. Third house is about creativity. It is also about your mind and its formations. If the communication is the framework that includes everyone and everything, then the third house is the factor that can energize or defend us. It is accordance with the planets which are placed in the third house astrology. The third house determines how we exchange information and how we engage with the people. The third house rules over various modes of communication like the telephone or mobile, various channels of media like TV, radio, postal, social media, telegraphy, etc. Now, this communication can be any of the forms like oral, written, or broadcasted. The third house is called the Sahaja Bhava in the traditional astrology of India. Now, so the third house is all about linking, getting and staying connected, bonding, loving and caring and sharing. All this may be with our family members, relative friends, the larger community, or even the nature and the ecological surrounding as per the third house in Vedic astrology. Well, the third house in the Kundali most influences the communication that takes place between the natives and their younger siblings and neighbors. This house also caters to how efficiently we are using our intelligent and communication to bond well with our siblings, which are our first social connection after the parents, where we need to compromise and adjust. Well, the body parts ruled by the third house include the shoulders, arms, hands, upper chest, lungs, collarbone, ears, and breathing canal. Besides in mundane and worldly astrology, the third house refers to the neighboring countries and our relationship with them. It also points to treaties signed between different countries. Now, coming to the fourth house. So, how to read the fourth house? See, this is the fourth house, guys. So, fourth house is about mother, home, comforts in house, wealth, clothes, big cars, comfortable life. So, this is first house. This is the second house. In the North Indian chart, this is the third house. This is the fourth house. Now, South Indian chart, I'll explain the separate video. Okay, guys. So, don't worry about that. Yeah. Now, coming to the fourth house, it is said that everything has a cause or a root source. The same applies to the same applies to the houses in astrology. Sorry for the mistakes and all. Well, the fourth house in Vedic astrology is all about our roots or the various things related to our origin in accordance with the fourth house meaning. As we share a very strong link with our roots, so we are bound to substantially influenced by house number 4. Indeed, the fourth house is all about our connections and linkage with the primary source. So the things that come under the influence of fourth house are property, house, land, cattle, matters so related to real estate, vehicles, and material possessions. In short, all that attaches you to your roots come under the jurisdiction of the fourth house according to the fourth house astrology. It also includes relationship with your so many mistakes, guys. Sorry for that. With your mother, the values which you inherit from your family members, and the association which you have with your homeland or the native place, as per the fourth house astrology. Well, the fourth house is called the house of domestic happiness and is referred to as Bandhu Bhava in astrology. The body parts signified by the fourth house include the chest and lungs. Besides the fourth house, also stands for all that lies below the earth, such as crude oil, mining, natural resource extraction, excavation, construction, etc. Well, the fourth house is chiefly identified with the idea of home, and it caters to both the house infrastructures made up of bricks and mortar, and a home which consists of family members and affinity which we share with them. Well, a home is a very crucial to the well-being of an individual, and thus the fourth house occupies a lot of importance in astrology. Thus, the fourth house in Vedic astrology refers to the mental peace and emotional satisfaction. Various other things that fall under the fourth house are societal norms, material abundance, family history, ancestry, culture, and various types of traditions. Besides the situation in the fourth house, will decide whether the person will stay close to his or her native place or stay away. Also, if the person will have conservative, modern, or revolutionary ideas, will be decided by the planetary alignments in the fourth house in Vedic astrology. So, yeah, this is it for today, guys. If you're new to my channel, please subscribe below, or else I'll see you in the next video. So, if you want any consultancy, please do contact my given below WhatsApp number, or else you can even mail me also. So, until and unless, thank you, bye bye, love you, take care.